This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about DeAndre Swift. He speaks on the frustrating season, on how it ended. Also, we're going to talk about AJ Brown. And the chatter line just got me a little worried a little bit, but let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into the topics, man. DeAndre Swift, he was with Micah Parsons, the op, to talk about the Eagles season. And this is what he had to say.
Talking about when after this we started losing the streak right there. It's tough. It's tough. Later in the year, people started playing their best ball later in the year. It come down to we ain't making enough plays, bro. That's how I feel. We ain't making enough plays. People might say play calling, coaching, whatever it is may be, but at the end of the day, we out there. We got to make it happen. Whatever might get called, players gotta execute. It comes down to execution. So that's what I feel like we really didn't do a good enough job of. Like from top to bottom, we just ain't making enough plays.
Yeah, 100%. And fans that, may have concerns about how y'all season ended.
Just knowing we had the team that could go the whole way, and we fell short. Just the potential that we had the talent to do it, just came up short. So that's what I think the frustration really is.
100%. I mean, I feel like y'all was similar. I feel like, same way. We had 9 all pros. I mean, just anything you can imagine we had and around, and we just couldn't put it together, man. That frustrating fact, I don't think people realize how competitive we is and how it makes us feel like it's nothing personal. And I don't think the fans really, what would you say to the fans that really don't understand how competitive and how frustrating it can be when you just can't put it together, and you trying everything your possible way too?
Yeah, I say don't nobody want to win more than us as players.
Yeah.
They see the product on Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays, but it's a lot of work that go into it throughout the week. A lot of preparation, grind throughout the week. But don't nobody want to succeed more than the people on the field that put the helmets and shoulder pads on.
Yeah,
You
100%.
know what I mean? So they gotta be patient with us as much as they can.
Yeah, what could you pinpoint?
I couldn't agree with him more. I mean, it was frustrating even as a fan. He said as a player, it just was bad from top to bottom. He like, yeah, you could blame play calling, this and that, but we just didn't make the plays. But like he said also, the most frustrating thing is I've been an Eagles fan all my life, so of course I've seen some losing seasons, I've seen some bad seasons. Hell, remember the 4-win season recently. It's just this team was so talented, has so much expectations. Because even with us losing pieces, still got Jalen Hurts, still got AJ Brown. DeAndre Swift comes in the mix. He's better than Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, that old line. All that is still there. Even with the defense, you got names, but they ain't really do nothing. Like Zach Cunningham is a name. Big Play Slay is a name. Who's in the Pro Bowl? James Bradbury is a name. Kevin Byard is a name. Like our defensive line in general has names on it, and it's like the paper is saying one thing, but the production is telling me another. That lets me know people should take coaching a lot more serious, because you can have one of the most talented teams, and without good coaching, you're not going to go anywhere. And you can have one of the least talented teams, and without coaching, with coaching, I should say, you can go somewhere. To me, it still go back to coaching, because when you go back and listen to AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, this is one of the requests they had for Kellen Moore.
To this locker room, bring to this offense, what would that be?
Just let us do what we do.
What does that mean?
like anybody else, let's say, just give us the ball.
Devontae, if Jason Kelsey,
As you see, like, just let us be ourselves. Let us be ourselves, man. I think the coaching staff, especially the offensive side of the ball, just thought too hard about this. Like, dude, you got one of the most talented teams. They don't need to be in this hard structure or whatever you're trying to do. Just let Devontae Smith be Devontae Smith. Let Swift be Swift. Let AJ be AJ. We will be fine. So hopefully Kellen Moore bring that to the team. But again, back to DeAndre Swift. I like everything he said. Hopefully he comes back to the Philadelphia Eagles because he's a guy we need. And I think he still got it to play at a high level. His year was somewhat wasted, in my opinion. He should have had over 1,400 yards, but it is what it is. He had one of his best seasons. He was healthy. Again, hopefully he comes back to the Philadelphia Eagles. I really like DeAndre Swift personally and how he play on the field, man. Really humble dude off the field. Really humble dude on the field, but he will pop his jump when he get off. So yeah, again, shout out to DeAndre Swift. Hell, shout out to the Michael Parsons for getting DeAndre Swift on because you barely hear DeAndre Swift speak, but he spoke on this topic. All right, so let's talk about AJ Brown, man. My last video, I was saying I'm not worried at all. Even Devontae Smith confirmed that like he's not going anywhere, which I believe so. He's not going anywhere because a new contract just kicked in. AJ Brown is a top 5 receiver. Some of the stuff he's doing off the field, as a big AJ Brown fan, I have to be totally honest. I somewhat don't like that he's leaving gray area. He could be purposely doing that to the media. I don't know. But I believe AJ Brown wants to be here. He like his peers that are here. But this is what he had to say on Sports Illustrated that has me concerned.
Your name is out there a lot with people talking about, what might be going on behind the scenes, what the organization's plans may be. What do you make of all that? Is that just noise in your mind?
I've been through this before. I'm a vet at this point, So if something happens, my phone will ring and I'll be waiting. If not, then I'll enjoy my time.
But you're prepared, obviously, to be catching passes for the Philadelphia Eagles next season.
I'm prepared to focus on my family at home and get better in the offseason and just see where this thing go. It's chatter.
What I think is AJ is trying to not get his hopes of maybe they don't trade me. He don't want to put out that confirmation because at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. So I think it's that. I think it's damn, I just went through this in Tennessee. Now it's happening to me in Philadelphia. The rumors are out. I talked to GMs, coaches, and stuff. They say I'm not being traded, but I get traded. He's probably doing the same thing, but he's playing it more cool. He's like, nah, I'm not going to jump out the window saying I play for this organization because anything can happen. He just don't want to go through what he went through in Tennessee, and that's fine. That's cool, and that's understandable. But man, just so I want to be an Eagle, but if anything happens, it happens. Then that's okay. At least he want to be an Eagle. Again, I don't see Howie Roseman trading him this and nah. And if Howie Roseman try to do something like that, we will be lined up in NovaCare or Lincoln Financial Field, wherever Howie Roseman at. We will go find him and make sure we packing his stuff up and leaving Philadelphia if something like that happen. So I don't think he gets traded at all. Yeah, I just don't even like the talk of AJ Brown being traded. And it sounds like also, I'm going to play this clip as well. Sound like he knows he's going to be in Philadelphia. But actually, let me just go ahead and play the clip.
Why did you score 1 million touchdowns against Washington last year? You had 4. What was going on?
Just say that was you're gonna get me in trouble for next year. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Why? What do you mean? You had a great 4 touchdowns is amazing. I was
Yeah, they're gonna send everybody over it, to hold me next time we play them.
like you're worried about that. Okay, AJ, you're.
As you see how he spoke about Washington. This is a clip nobody really uploading as much. I've seen it floating a little bit, but they asked him you scored 1 million touchdowns against Washington, this and that. He was just like, I don't want you to get me in trouble for next year when we play them. So it sounds like he's going to be an Eagle for sure, based on that small clip that I really don't see floating around as much. But it's WIP. It's our own local media. Philly media always do it, man. They destroy our players. But I hear it goes on with almost every team. So Even if he go to another team, he's gonna have to deal with the media. That's just what comes with the game. The media sells stories. That's what they do. But I just don't like this story that they trying to sell to us. It's Patrick Surtain, AJ Brown, and this AJ Brown diva thing, this and that. This is why we can't have good receivers here, man, in my opinion. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? DeAndre Swift, AJ Brown. Not much topics. It's the off season, man. So I give as much as I can. I will tap into college a little bit, see what's going on. I've been seeing the Reese Senior Bowl, this and that, but NFL is my first love. I see anything NFL, of course, I will update y'all. But once the NFL stuff starts slowing down, I will tap into college. You know how I do. Who've been around with me for a while. But this is Eagle Al, man.